I could play the background, cause I know sometimes I get in the way. So won't you take the lead?
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another video. So this video is going to be, as you see by the title, is the advice that I would give an 18-year-old version of myself or anybody who's around that age seeking for advice. By any means is this like the only advice or all the advice. It's just simple 3 things that I thought about and jotted down on some notes to make a video about. So the first thing is going to be, don't be cool. When I was 18 years old, I went to a university in Ohio called Tiffin University, and it was the first week of school. It's like the first weekend where all the freshmen come together for, I think it's called like orientation, and you don't know anybody. I just came from Arkansas, so I truly did not know anybody. And so everybody's kind of trying to find their groove, trying to find their clique of people. And because I didn't know anybody and I didn't even know myself, I was trying to fit into the crowds that I wasn't, who I wasn't. So I was trying to do things that I wasn't just to be cool. I remember the first week of college, I went to a college party and I was with a ton of people, obviously my age, and I was just acting a fool of myself, completely who I wasn't. I was not respectful pretty much to anybody. I was just trying to be like the cool jock at the party, which I'm not. And long story short, I got in trouble. I got into like a fight. Next thing I know, I was passed out in a dark alley. Next thing I know, I woke up in jail. And yeah, at the time, my dad worked at the university, so I had to call him and let him know because my name was actually in the newspaper, and you do not want to be in the newspaper for that. So yeah, not even 1 week into my college experience, I was already arrested for public intoxication and waking up in jail. Great way to start my college year. So the second advice that I would give an 18-year-old version of myself or to anybody that's listening is do not have everything figured out. And I think especially with Gen Z growing up in just social media, that's all they know. And when you go through Instagram, you see all these people doing all these amazing things, making all this money with Amazon FBA, with day trading, with stock market, whatever it is. It's so easy to make money these days that everybody thinks that at 18, at 15, at 16, you should have your life figured out because another person that's your age is already making a ton of money, and that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. At 18 years old, you're not even that self-aware, at least for the most part and for most people. Some are obviously much more advanced than others, but for the most part, your average 18-year-old is not going to be that self-aware. They're not going to know that much about themselves or what they like. So instead, what I would recommend is to write down 5 to 10 things that interest you, something that you like, something that you wanted to do, or something that just piques your curiosity. And then the next 2 to 3 years is just to explore as many options that you wrote down as possible. The thing is, these are your primitive years to figure out what you like, and not just what you like, but if you're actually good at it, because there are many things that you may like that you may figure out you're not just that good at it, and there may be other things that you like but you're also very good at it. So kind of narrowing down to the things that interest you, and that's kind of how you find your passion. But anyways, it's 3:47. I do have a client at 5, so I'm finishing up my energy drink. About to go in the gym, smash a back and biceps workout, and I got 2 clients, and yeah. And then tonight I'm gonna say the third point. Now the last thing I will tell myself is how to be by myself. I don't remember who said it best, but someone said the way you think about yourself is how you think about yourself when you're by yourself. And that's super important because a lot of times we give our time to other people, whether it's family members, friends, coworkers, whoever it is, and so we never get to spend a lot of time by ourselves. So when we're with other people, we act a little bit of a different way. So when you're friends, with family, whoever you're with, you act a certain way versus when you're by yourself. When you're by yourself and you're in your truest form and you have your own inner thoughts and you sit down, you're completely alone, you really get to be self-aware and take the time to realize who you are and where you want to go, and things that are maybe inadequate about yourself and the way you truly feel about yourself. And that's something that took me a while because I was so afraid to be by myself. I literally couldn't even go to the movies by myself. I couldn't go to the mall, couldn't even go to the cafeteria because all I was thinking about was the fear of being alone or the fear of what someone else might think of me because I don't look as cool, whatever the case may be. And now that I'm in this point in my life now, in fact, I actually prefer to be by myself. I am by myself probably around 90 to 95% of the time. But I've learned that your own inner thoughts, the way you think about yourself, the way you feel about yourself, regardless of what somebody else thinks, if somebody says that you're awesome or you're great, those things, although yes, they might make you feel good, but those things don't define you. Just like if somebody says that you're not doing great or you're not a good person or whatever the negative or the positive thing is you know yourself well enough because you've spent enough time alone to be able to know who you are and where you're going, versus if somebody says positive or negative, it doesn't influence you one way or the other because you have your own set of values and your own self-esteem. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, comment down below. I want to hear what you personally have learned. We're all different people. We are on our own path. So I'm sure the things that I've learned by myself and the advice that I gave myself is going to be much different than yours. So if there's anything that you feel like you've learned in the past few years that you want to comment down, I would love to hear your guys' experience. I'm always about self-development and making each other better. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.